Yo, what is up, guys? I'm gonna try not to speak too loudly because my brother is currently sleeping. Actually, I have two brothers currently sleeping in my house because I finally moved in to the new place, and it's so freaking hype. Well, some parts of it are hype, other parts aren't. Like first day, for instance, not super hype. I had the worst fever of my entire life. It was a full day of moving, so like halfway through the day, or like 3/4 of the way through the day, we're basically done, and I just don't want to do anything because I am so tired. And like, sure, we were moving stuff all day, but I felt way more tired than I should have. Come to find out, I had a fever. That's why. That makes sense. And it was so bad too. I mean, I think like with every fever, you feel super cold and super hot. But this one, I was piling blankets on all night. I could not sleep well. I slept with my snow coat on. And then the air conditioning in the new place is like good, which is normally fine. But with a fever, it was terrible, dude. It was so cold in my room. It was a battle to like roll out of bed to shut the vents. Thankfully, the fever only lasted a day, but the very next day, I'm going on vacation. So I spent a total of 1 day in my new place with the worst fever of my life. The vacation was pretty cool though. We went on a cruise. It was the first cruise I'd ever been on. And like normally, I wouldn't go seek out to go on a cruise. Like it's not something I'd be like, I really want to go on a cruise. But my whole family was going, so of course I'm gonna go. It was good, but I'm not sure if I would go on another one. My brother got pretty seasick, so he definitely vetoed that for the whole family. But my favorite part was the sauna. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, actually, that was a lie. Hold up. Favorite part might have been the steam room. I don't know what it is, dude. I just love that sort of heat. Like I'm from a pretty hot and dry place. I think I'm classified as a desert. I'm from Utah, but it's something about just like sitting and being able to sweat really good, like being somewhere humid. I love humid places. Utah is dry as like I don't know, what's something dry? Sand. Utah is dry as sand. Everywhere else just feels amazing to be in. It was so sad though because I only got like 2 good uses out of the sauna and steam room. One for the sauna, one for the steam room. The other I just got trolled on. The cruise was like 4 days, so it was already like, I think a fairly short cruise. But like first day we get on, sauna, freaking amazing. Next day I go, there's like 4 guys in the sauna room, which like normally I don't care, but I have to kind of like sit near the floor, and the temperature it was not doing it, dude. I think first day was like 100 and, I don't know, 30 or 140 in the sauna room. The second time I go in, it's like 15 degrees flat. It's like, it's nothing. I'm not sweating. It doesn't feel good. And on top of that, I have like 10 minutes, so I can't really do much. Me and my family had to go to like a show after, so I didn't even have that much time in the sauna, which was unfortunate. Next day though, I show up to the steam room. That was freaking amazing. Second time I go try the steam room though, it doesn't work out because then it's closed. It closed at like 9 o'clock. I thought it closed at like 10, and so I missed my opportunity. It was sad days. If I could get a sauna in my house, I would 100% do it. That would be so freaking hype, dude. I don't know what it is about it. That was like one of my favorite parts. One person who's definitely worth mentioning though is my boy, cruise director Louis. Oh my gosh, this guy, he was quite the character and very cool. So I don't know if it's typical for every cruises, but my cruise, it had what they called a cruise director, just some guy to like organize all of the events and stuff. This guy though, it's 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh, I gotta leave him like a 5-star review on Yahoo. Oh my gosh. His job seemed to consist of like announcing stuff on the intercom and like speaking on stage and telling people like what's up. But my very first impression of him was like really good. I do a lot of voice recordings, right? First day we show up on the cruise ship, they have like a cruise director Louis come on the ship, and he's like, hello cruise family, today we're gonna do blah 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 blah, and like whatever, I don't know exactly what it said, but it was said so well that I thought it was pre-recorded. Like I remember I was asking my brothers and my family afterwards, like I was like, is that pre-recorded? Because he spoke so freaking well. No, turns out he's just freaking goated. Cruise director Louis, who knew? Not me, but that's not what gets him a 5-star review on Yahoo. No. What really impressed me about this guy was, I think it happened on the 3rd day. I'm walking to breakfast and I hear 10 feet behind me, this guy just like literally greeting everybody he sees. Yo, Jake, what's up? How you doing? Looking good. That dress, fire. I get the cruise director Louis can be like charismatic and like super fun when he's doing the recordings and on stage and whatnot, But I just found it so impressive that I just like see him walking down the hall, and he's just in it to win it. The last night they had this cool like musical thing. They had a couple dancers and singers that would do something every night. But the last night they had, it was like a kids daycare center or something. They had all the kids come on stage, and Louis was just the man, dude. It feels corny to say, but at one point everybody like pulled out their flashlights and did that thing where they're like waving the flashlights around. And like I've seen this before, like in high school. I've just never really done it. So this cruise, it was the first time I did it, and it just, I don't know what it was about it, dude. Maybe it was something in the food I ate, but I just felt like so connected to the world when I did that. Their whole theme from that night was about like thanking the crew members and celebrating like the different people from the different countries. There were like 50 different countries they listed out because there was just so much diversity on the cruise ship. Like doing YouTube, you don't get that like impersonal with a whole bunch of strangers sort of environment the whole time. But on that cruise ship, everybody waving their flashlights regardless of where they come from, their skin color, their gender, like whatever. The cruise ship didn't take up an entire month. Since last you guys saw me, which was a month ago, I was trying to collect every armor trim in Minecraft, which was, oh my gosh, dude, it was so terrible. If you saw the video and liked it, first of all, thank you. I saw a lot of comments about like, oh, Rek, he's like putting in so much grind. The funny thing is though, like when you watch the footage of me finally celebrating that I finished all of the armor trims, I have like another week and a half ahead of me of just making the videos. Like ironically, when the grind of all the armor trims was done, I was still in the thick of it. But we finally did it. It took like a bajillion hours. We were on like day 850 in the Minecraft world, so I vowed to myself, my next video would not be such a grind. It would be something easy, something short, and so I had absolutely no idea what I was gonna do. I had one video that I could do where I like try to farm a whole bunch of melons again, but that's out of the question. That would have taken another bajillion years. What I decided to do was try to make a series of some sort where I can produce videos very quickly, and I'm proud to say I have 2 videos done. I also might delete these 2 videos though, because, so I mean, I should probably post them at some point, but I had this cool idea where I was gonna make a series and try to make a video every single day for a week and call it Rec Week. It's something I did a long time ago on my channel, but I thought it would just be so cool to post a video every single day, and maybe some of you are like, your mouth is watering like, oh my gosh, so many Rec Rap videos, which I am too. That would be super cool, but I'm just not sure how it's turning out. I didn't really want to consider posting them until I had like 7 or something, because if I'm doing a series, I feel like it'd just be lame to be like, I'm making a series and then post 2 videos and the series over. Like that would just be super lame. So I wanted to like make a whole bunch before I post them, but I just haven't been like super passionate about it, honestly, which I feel like that's one of the keys to making a really good video, and maybe I'll get another wind of passion. But there's also the line of like, does everything you do have to be a passion? Like, can you just like put in the work sometimes? And like, it's grindy, but that's fine. Like, you're making something cool. So I don't really know. I think I'll probably try to make another episode tomorrow. It's been really fun editing, but when I play Minecraft, I'm just really passionate about speedrunning, and I just want to speedrun instead of like making something. But I've also been doing a lot of stuff with my house. I'm having to like buy furniture and stuff. I think when I last talked about this, I got a couch, I got a fridge, which is cool. I now have some bar stools. That was actually really fun to put together. I didn't really care what the bar stools looked like, so I got some from Amazon. Honestly, probably not the best quality, but they do their job. What else do you need a stool to do other than to sit on it? And it was really nice doing, like, assembling them first thing in the morning. Like, they had a couple of screws, and I don't know, it's just nice to, like, I just sat cross-legged on the floor of my new room, like tinkering with my hands. It was super nice. I've also been going on some runs and some bike rides next to my place, which has been so nice. I went on a run with one of my friends. His name is Nathan. We call him Nate. A week ago or something, that was the first run I had been on with other people in like 2 years. I used to go on runs with people all of the time because I was in cross country and on the team, and that's just what you do every single day. But since then, I've only gone on runs by myself. But we got together, went on a run. It was super hype. He's a lot faster than me, but he like got an injury, and so he's recovering. So I was able to keep up with him, but we ran. I was like, maybe it was the fact that we were talking while running, but I feel like slightly winded. I'm like, am I as fit as I think I am? I don't know. So I'll be going on some more runs. I also got a pull-up bar, which, dude, okay, there's a couple things in life that I'm passionate about. One of them are pull-up bars. Is pull-up bars? I don't know how that grammar works out. Growing up, I had one like right outside my room, and I would do pull-ups like all the freaking time. But when I moved out, I lost my pull-up privileges, which you might be like, Rack, well, you can just like buy another pull-up bar. Yes, you can. But my doors, I think maybe I've talked about this before because it was kind of sad. The doors were too wide for like the default pull-up bars that we had. And so I kind of just suffered putting a pull-up bar in like the basement on this like super janky door frame that was like, I had to like lift my feet up the entire time because half the door was taken up by like some appliances or like a furnace or something. Anyways, in the new place, I invested in I don't even know what you would call it. An A tier pull-up bar. It said it can support like 300 pounds, which is good because it was pretty difficult to set up, and I'm pretty sure I didn't set it up that properly. It like squeaks a little bit. It when I hang on it, it's one of those like wall mounted, so I had to drill it into the wall. But I had a bit of an issue, so I knew I need to find some studs, right, to drill the pull-up bar into the wall. According to the instructions, you don't need to do that because there's like some wall anchors, but we'll get to that. I really wanted to put it in a stud because that'd just be like the most secure. So I went to Home Depot, I bought myself a stud finder and a drill. I've never owned a drill before, but that felt kind of cool. So I get home excited to use my new stud finder, but it needs batteries. It did not come with batteries, and the stores had all closed, so I had to wait until the next day to get myself a 9-volt battery because like who has 9-volt batteries? Not that I have any batteries, but like 9-volt, that's just like a weird voltage to have. But I eventually get it, use the stud finder to mark out the spots on the wall where I think the studs are, and I drill holes. But there are no studs behind said holes. I think it's something to do with so I'm like in a townhome complex, so there's a whole bunch of houses that are exactly the same, and I got the one that's the model home, so it's like the one that they show all the people if they're trying to decide if they want it, and it has like different features than all of the other ones. So I think my wall frames are like extra thick, so my stud finder was like beeping when it shouldn't have. It's like, oh, there's a stud here, when it's really not. The walls are just like extra thick, or maybe there's something behind it. Maybe I just don't know how to use a stud finder. I don't know. Point is, I really wanted the pull-up bar, so I wasn't gonna wait around or try to figure out how to find more studs. I just sent it and drilled all of the stuff directly into the, what do you call it, the wall. The sheetrock, that's what it's called. So it's definitely not the most secure, but the walls are like extra thick, I think, so it feels pretty secure. Maybe I'll change it out later because it did come with wall anchors, which I was going to use because that's like a more secure way to put your like screws in. But the drill I got didn't have a drill bit that was big enough where I could put the support stud, the wall anchors, that's what it's called. I couldn't put the wall anchors in the wall. So both of the things that I bought to put up this pull-up bar just like didn't work. But everything else works fine. Like you can hang on it and it feels very secure. So I'm pretty pleased about that. The last struggle that I'll talk about is internet. Oh my gosh. I made a video about not having internet and trying to get internet when I moved out for the first time. Maybe it'll be a reoccurring thing. Hopefully not. But my internet, it goes out every day at like 3 o'clock consistently. And it's so annoying. I tried calling the people to fix it, but then it was the weekend. So I waited until the next business day. I called them back up and it was, dude, the phone call with the employee, it was so hard. I don't know if the person was speaking a different language or just had a terrible microphone, but I feel like I couldn't understand half of the things they say. Sometimes they'd go on a tangent like, and they pause for a second, and I'm like, oh, I need to respond. Could you please repeat that? I just felt so bad asking them to repeat it. But it wasn't bad enough that I couldn't communicate, because eventually we figured something out, and somebody, I think, wait, they said somebody was going to be coming on the 21st to check on it. Today is the 21st. Oh, wait, no. Oh, it's 12 a.m. right now. Oh, sorry. That would explain things. Yeah, it's really late. So they are coming today, but I'm going to sleep and hopefully wake up, and they'll come and fix my internet problem because it's not been great. I got invited to like a Carl Jacobs recording, and then my internet like went out in the middle of it. So I was like, ugh. I have more things to say about moving in and not having like posted a video for a week, but I'll save that for another time because I accidentally just reset the run. I was trying to just like do it with cheats and just like practice my zero cycling, which I was really excited to do, but I accidentally reset it. And so that's kind of the end of the video. Thanks for listening. I'm going to export this and then go to bed. Hope you guys have an epic day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.